Hey guys, welcome to my channel. This is Mary with another FGI art review, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Paul Rubens Metallic Watercolor set. Now, I had been looking for a watercolor set in metallic for a while, and I was really curious about them, and I found this set and heard some good things about it, and I wanted to give it a try. So I bought it, and I did some tests to play around with it. So I'm going to just share with you some of my thoughts on this Paul Rubens set. Now, this set came in a beautiful package, pink package. I was very impressed with the presentation. It has a little microfiber cloth with it, and it had all the colors listed inside on a little card, and each color was wrapped individually with a little shimmery, sparkly package with the name and the number on the color. So super impressed with the presentation. The box itself, super quality. The paints themselves seem super quality. Everything seems top notch. And so I was very impressed by all of that. Now, when I open these, I wanted to give them a try on a few different surfaces. And so today I did the similar composition of some flowers on white paper and on black paper to give it a try on both surfaces. So the white paper, you can see that there is a shimmer. Now I wanted to try these metallic watercolors with my other watercolors together in one painting. So this right here is an example of me using the metallic with my normal watercolor set, which, in case you're curious, I use this German watercolor set. I highly recommend this set. I love this set. I'll link that in the description below as well, in case you're interested. But I used a little bit of both, and you can see that in this painting with the shimmer. Some interesting things about it, it does layer really, really well. I wasn't thinking that would be the case, but you can and you can tell more on the black here. Obviously on the black paper, it did really well with capturing that shimmer, because you can see a lot better on something that's a dark surface. It's still subtle enough that you can do things like layers. Like up in here, I added way more of the sort of white silver, and you can see that that's a lot brighter than everything else. And so layering is definitely a possible thing with these colors. Another interesting thing is that they do lift really easily. So if, in case you don't know about watercolor techniques, you can lightly scrub away color with just water and move it around. And it moved really easily, which can be good and can be bad. In this case, like, I had these stems in my composition. When I went over and around them with other paint and other water and other colors of the metallic paint, it basically washed away the brown that I had there. So you have to be a little bit careful, because it definitely moves pretty quickly, which is nice because you can manipulate it how you want to, but you just have to be a little careful because it can disappear. I had that happen a little bit here as well. You can soften edges really well with it, but you just have to be careful where you're softening in case you don't want to soften too much. What I loved about the Paul Rubens on the white paper is that it didn't settle funny. Sometimes metallic paints or sparkle paints or something like that, you get like clumps of sparkle in one spot and diluted in another. And so with these paints, I didn't notice that happening. The sparkle is very, very even where I put it on the paper. On black paper, it was a little bit different. You could, because it's so contrasting to the black, you can see the edges of where my brushwork was a little bit more so than on the white paper. So if you like that, if you want more control, sometimes that can be a little frustrating, but you have to kind of manipulate and work at it so that you don't have some of these really sharp edges, because it's more obvious on the black paper. I call it the sparkle residue. Like, if the sparkle is, you can just see where it kind of puddles up a little bit more. So things to just be aware of. And then the only other complaint I had, which is kind of normal for any sort of metallic paint, is that it's hard to activate the paint inside the little cakes, I like to call them. It took a lot of water, a lot of scrubbing. softly and gently to activate it and get it ready to go on my paper. So that was a little bit more of a slow process that took getting used to. It's different than normal watercolors that tend to soften a lot quicker. So now I just want to do some sample for you. So I have the actual list of colors that came with the set here, and I personally decided to put a Sharpie line down each side so that I can, when I test each color, I can see it on white and black and see how opaque it is, how shimmery and shiny it is on the black versus the white. I think it's just a good representation of what the colors are going to look like. The other thing I liked about this palette were the colors were a lot more vibrant than I was thinking as well. I was kind of thinking they would be more pale, less obvious, but as I was opening the packages, they really popped from the palette, and then using them, I was able to notice how well they kept their pigment on the paper. So overall, I really enjoyed this set, and I'm really looking forward to using it in my watercolors. I think it works well to pair with normal watercolor to really enhance your paintings, but you can also use them on their own because their colors are really bright. So I highly recommend this set. You can find the link in the description below to purchase if you are interested, but check it out for yourself. I really enjoyed playing around with this and I look forward to doing some more art with this set. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already for more art content and reviews like this. Until next time, bye.